Hey guys, welcome to another video. Now in this video we are going to be looking at how to trade the one candlestick strategy more effectively. I am going to answer all your questions that you've been asking me on YouTube about the one candlestick strategy. How to mark the candles, when to mark the candles, is it during the Asian session, London session or New York? All that is going to be answered in this video. So be sure to watch the video from the beginning to the end and also subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Also, if you want a tool that can help you in your technical analysis, you can use Smart Algo to help you with your funding journey to get entries to help you pass your perform challenge. You can find a link in the description to all of these services and products. So guys, without wasting time, let's go onto the screen and let's get started. I'm going to show you what you need to know to trade the one candlestick strategy correctly. In the trading the one candlestick strategy, we have reversal setups and we also have continuation setups. Before we move any further, if you're a trader looking for funding, Funded Trader Markets is a platform that you can rely on to get yourself funded. Funded Trader Markets is a platform I have been trading with for quite some time now, guys, and you guys have seen me take some withdrawals from Funded Trader Markets, and I've shown you live trading videos showing you how to trade with the one candlestick strategy on Funded Trader Markets. The conditions have been nothing else but really good and favorable for me to trade, and I know it will be the same for you guys if you decide to trade with Funded Trader Markets today. Remember, if you are struggling to find capital with your trading, it is going to be very difficult for you to flip a small account into a very big account. That is going to take a very long time. It can even take you 5, 6, 7 years for you to get this kind of funding, especially people who do not have enough capital to start trading. If you have like $100, $200, to grow it to $50,000 is going to take a very long time. But with Funded Trader Markets, you can actually get there a bit faster by you getting funded with Funded Trader Markets. Funded Trader Markets will offer you a one-step challenge, which is easier for you to pass, a two-step standard challenge, which is the challenge that you guys all know, and instant funding. If you don't want to go through the process of challenge, all right, you can just go through to instant funding. You can look at the roadmap here that you're going to follow to get yourself funded. You go and choose your account, you make a payment, get your login credentials, you pass your KYC, and then you start trading. Once you start trading, after you've passed and you've gotten yourself funded and you make profit, you'll be able to withdraw your profits within 24 hours or they will double your payout. Funded Trader Markets is a platform that I recommend you to trade with. Please use the link in the description, guys. Go check out Funded Trader Markets and start on your trading journey to getting funded today, guys. Now let me explain to you this quickly. So for reversal setups, you want to see, for example, in an uptrend, the market which is above the 20 period moving average here, represented by this blue line right here, it's a 20 period moving average. You want to see these bullish candles going up like this, and then a bearish candle closing below this most recent bullish candle's low. Remember, it has to close below that candle's low, something like this. This candle's close should be below that previous bullish candle's low for it to be a reversal setup. And then for a bullish reversal, we'll need to see that bullish candle closing above the red candle's high after a downtrend, or these candles that have been printing below a 20 period moving average. And then you can start to mark that next candle which has broken that candle's high, and for a bearish candle, you mark that candle that has broken that bullish candle's low. So that is how you do the markings for reversal setups using the one candlestick strategy. Now for continuation setups, you trade them like this. If the market is going up and the most recent candle is bullish and the market is still above the 20 period moving average, then you can mark the next candle also to continue trading in that trend based on the one candlestick strategy. The same is true for a bearish market. The market is still below the 20 period moving average. You can just continue marking the red candles going down for the one candlestick strategy markings. Now, something what I wanted to explain to you are the rules of this strategy. All right, this will answer some of the questions that you've been having on YouTube, asking me in the comment section down below. Guys, I read all your comments. That is why I've come up with this video to try to answer as much as I can the most commonly asked questions about the one candlestick strategy. The conditions for trading the one candlestick strategy are as follows. These are the most basic concepts that you have to follow to trade the strategy correctly. There are more than these, but these are the ones that are the core principles of the one candlestick strategy. So number one is that you check to see the current state of the market. Is it in a bullish trend, bearish trend, or is it ranging? You can use a 20 period moving average to help you with that if you're a beginner. But if you are somebody who has been trading for quite some time, you can use market structure. Is it breaking highs and breaking lows for you to see which direction the market is moving at that moment? So make sure you first check the current state of the market. The next thing is, in a bullish market, you only mark bullish candles, and in a bearish market, only mark bearish candles. In this, I want to say that, for example, if the market is going up like here, if it is moving up, you don't mark any bearish candle which is above a 20 period moving average. Don't mark the bearish candles above a 20 period moving average. Only mark the bullish candles. And if the market is going down, only mark red candles. No matter how many green candles appear below a 20 period moving average, only wait for the red candles for it to mark. This is a common issue that most of you guys have, and you've always asked me this question. So today I just wanted to make that clear. So in a bullish market, only look to mark bullish candles, and in a bearish market, only mark bearish candles. The markings can be done at any time of the day. This is also a question you guys have been asking me. It depends on whether the setup is for day trading, swing trading, or scalping. However, for day trading and scalping, it's best to mark during London or New York sessions because of the trading volume that comes into the market during those sessions. You can also mark during Asian sessions, for example, depending on the pair you're trading. If you're trading, for example, GBP JPY, it moves very well during the Asian session, and also pairs like Euro JPY, like NZD, AUD, they move very well during the Asian session. So just look at the pair you're trading and then look at the session that allows that pair to trade with more volume for you to mark that candle, depending on how you're going to trade. Are you going to scalp, swing trade, or day trade? So make sure you look at the session you're trading for you to get markings to get you better entries. Because if you mark, for example, GBP USD during Asian session, it may move, but the volume that is available to trade GBP USD at that time may not be as good as if you were trading GBP JPY. So depending on the pair you're trading, you will mark the one candle according to those sessions. But the best sessions are London and New York, because London and New York moves. Even if it is GBP JPY, it will move in London and New York sessions better than even the Asian session. The fourth point is the tradable zone can continue to hold for some setups as long as the above conditions are still true. If you've marked your candle, for example, if you've marked this candle here, the bullish candle, and you've marked it, and this candle still continues to have the same conditions, for example, the market is still within the tradable zone of this candle, you don't have to shift the zone to the next candle. You can still use the zone for multiple candles as long as the market has not moved away from that zone so far away. But if the market moves away, for example, if the market starts to move away from this candle zone, then you can shift that zone to the next candle. But it doesn't mean that you have to shift the zone every candle. You can just hold the zone in one candle until the conditions change, or until another candle prints that has the same conditions. Then you can shift the zone to that next candle. It should also be noted that this strategy applies to any tradable instrument that has a technical price chart. This will work for Bitcoin, it will work for Ethereum, it will work for indices, it will work for stocks, it will work for commodities, it will work for anything. As long as what you're trading has a technical price chart, something like this, you see these candles here, as long as it prints candles like this in the market, it will be able to work. So this is just an automatic indicator that I have developed for TradingView to draw for me the zones automatically. As you can see, this is a daily tradable zone. The market came into it and then it gave good setups to buy from there, and then this is a 4-hour tradable zone. So I'm not going to look at that for now. I'll just show you guys what we are here to learn, just to make sure you've understood. These are continuation setups right here, where the next candles or the consecutive candles that are printing, they are printing below the moving average. You continue to mark only bearish candles, and for the bullish candles you mark only bullish candles. Then here, if the next candle breaks below the bullish candles low, then you look for reversal setups, and this is for a bullish breakout or reversal. So we are going to now look at how to trade this practically using bar replay. Most of you guys like to see bar replay videos, so please give a like on this video, guys, subscribe to the channel, and also comment down below. All right, guys, so we are here on the 4-hour chart of BTC. So we are going to trade the reversal. As you can see, this was a bullish candle, and this next candle's closed below that candle's low. So I've drawn a zone between the high and the close of this red candle to be able to trade on a 5-minute chart. Remember, when you draw your zone, move it a little bit to the front to leave some space between that candle and the zone, so that this zone here can accommodate the next candles that are going to be printing. All right, so this is trading a reversal. On the 4-hour chart, I will go down to the 5-minute chart to look for entries. Now here on the 5-minute chart, as you can see, we can now start to look for entries once the market comes back inside of the tradable zone right here. So let's just play along, wait for the market to come back inside of the tradable zone. We have to be really patient. Don't trade if the market has not come inside of the tradable zone. So let's just play along and see. So here the market has come back into the tradable zone. We want to wait for the market actually to pull back inside of the tradable zone or near it, but preferably inside, so that we can get good entries. Yeah, so now we're getting ready here to find some entries. All right, so you just be patient, wait for the entries to come very near or inside of the purple tradable zone. All right, so here I am just waiting. Yes, there we could see some entries, but for me, I am just waiting for a better opportunity inside of the tradable zone. So let's just play along. As you can see, this zone here can work for many hours or even many days. You can use the same zone. All right, so here the market is now coming inside of the tradable zone very well. There are some entries we could get around here, but the best one would be to wait for the market to actually come back inside of the tradable zone much better. All right, let's just wait for the market to pull back better inside. So we can see now the market has really pulled back inside of the tradable zone right here. So now here we are getting ready to enter or to get some entries. Once the market breaks below the moving average, now it will be a very good entry. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. It's just a method that I use for trading. It's just for information purposes, and hopefully this will be educational to you guys who are watching. All right, so once the market breaks below the moving average right there, I'll be looking for an entry to short the market or to sell. All right, so let's wait and see. Just play along. This one has taken long waiting. Remember, trading is all about patience and strategy. Okay, you have to keep your psychology on point as you're trading, waiting for these setups. Let's see. Okay, the market here has come. The market has broken below the moving average, as you can see. So I can take my first sell here, take my sell trade right here. I'll put my stop loss just above those most recent highs. All right, so let's see. My stop loss is going to be above this most recent highs right here, and I am going to be targeting this most recent lows for a 1 to 3, 1 to 4. In fact, this one I'll want to take like a 1 to 4, because I see this one was a very deep pullback, so the reversal might be very good. So let me just see how this one will play out for the reversal. You remember that you can do the same thing when you're trading on a bullish side for a bullish reversal. Just look at the same principles, follow the same procedure. Okay, and for the continuation, just trade the same way as you're seeing me do here. These are all the same entry techniques, just showing you for a reversal to the bearish side, but this will work also for a bullish reversal. So let's wait. Here we go in drawdown. Let's just play and see. Here we in drawdown, wait and see how the market will play out. Back in profit. Okay, so we'll play along and we see. Remember, this one will give you multiple entries. Just keep your eye on the moving average. Once the candles break above the moving average, and then the next candle breaks below, like right now, the next candle that breaks below, you can add or scale into this trade. Like there, you could scale into that trade, and then yeah, we'll keep on pushing down. Let's just see how this will play out. Just play along and see how this will play out. All right, as you can see, we are now moving into profit. That is almost a 1 to 2. So you can get multiple entries. As you can see, you can get multiple entries. Every time the market breaks above the moving average and breaks below it, you can add another trade. Like here, you'd add another trade to scale in, and then use this first stop loss as the same stop loss for all the trades. So here you can see the market is moving well. Okay, it's moving very well, almost to our target. All right, so let's see if that reaches our target. All right, let's be patient. All right, there, take profit was reached right there. So the market reached take profit right there. As you can see, if we move this forward, you will see that actually we reached take profit on this reversal trade setup. To trade this on a bullish reversal, just reverse the conditions, okay, as I've shown you in the first part of the video. Just reverse the conditions. Just wanted to show you this one for the bearish market so that the video is not very long. You can use the same principle when you're trading on a bullish side of the market. Remember guys, to give a like on the video if you like this content. Guys, show your support by giving a like on the video and also subscribing to the channel. It really goes a long way to show your support guys. Thank you for watching guys. Until next time, peace and out.